Question number 50. Prolactin is secreted by. The correct option is option C. Anterior pituitary. Prolactin from anterior pituitary promote milk production after childbirth. Question number 51. Which hormone increases reabsorption of water in kidneys? The correct option is option B. ADH. ADH act on the collecting ducts of the kidney to conserve water. Question number 52. Which part of the anal gland secretes adrenaline? The correct option is option B. Medulla. Anal medulla produce adrenaline and noradrenaline catecholamines. Question number 53. Hormone involved in female secondary sexual characteristics. Correct option is option B. Estrogen. Estrogen promote breast development, wider pelvis and menstrual cycle regulation. Question number 54. Which hormone opposes the action of insulin? The correct option is option C. Glucagon. Glucagon increases blood glucose, opposing insulin's glucose lowering action. Question number 55. Which endocrine gland is both neural and endocrine in origin? The correct option is option C. Hypothalamus. Hypothalamus function is part of the nervous system and endocrine system. Question number 56. Which hormone induces the corpus luteum formation? The correct option is option C. Luteinizing hormone. Luteinizing source after ovulation transforms the ruptured follicle into the corpus luteum. Question number 57. Which hormone increases intestinal calcium absorption? The correct option is option A. Vitamin D, other calcitriol. Calcitriol enhances calcium absorption from the gut. Question number 58. Addison's disease affect which gland? The correct option is option C. Adrenal gland. It is caused by the adrenal cortex failure leading to cortisol and aldosterone deficiency. Question number 59. Which hormone causes ejection of milk? The correct option is option A. Oxytocin. Oxytocin causes contraction of myothelial cells releasing milk. Question number 60. Which hormone increases heart rate and blood pressure during stress? The correct option is option C. Adrenaline. Adrenaline prepares the body for fight or flight by increasing cardiac output and blood pressure. Question number 61. Which of the following hormones is released in response to low blood glucose? The correct option is option B. Glucagon. Glucagon raises blood glucose by promoting glycogen breakdown and gluconeogenesis. Question number 62. Hormones secreted by placenta during pregnancy. The correct option is option D. All of the above. Placenta secretes HCG, estrogen and progesterone to support pregnancy. Question number 63. Which hormone regulates the menstrual cycle along with estrogen? Correct option is option A. Progesterone. Progesterone maintains the endometrium and regulates the luteal phase of the cycle. Question number 64. Which hormone increases the absorption of sodium in the kidney? The correct option is option B. Aldosterone. Aldosterone stimulates sodium reabsorption in the distal tubule and collecting duct. Question number 65. Which hormone is responsible for the fight or flight response? The correct option is option C. Adrenaline. Adrenaline from adrenal medulla triggers rapid physiological response to danger. Question number 63. A hormone that inhibits growth hormone secretion. Correct option is option C. Somatostatin. Somatostatin inhibits secretion of growth hormone and thyroid stimulating hormone from the pituitary. Question number 67. Which hormone directly stimulates ovulation in females? The correct option is option C. Luteinizing hormone. A surge on luteinizing hormone leads to the rupture of the mature follicle ovulation. Question number 68. Ectophthalmic goiter is caused by. Correct option is option B. Hyperthyroidism. Exophthalmos, either protruding eyes, is a symptom of Graves' disease, thyroxine excess. Question number 69. Deficiency of insulin causes. Correct option is option C. Diabetes mellitus. Lack of insulin prevents glucose uptake, causing hyperglycemia and glucosuria. Question number 70. Hormone responsible for development of the male reproductive structure in the fetus. Correct option is option C. Testosterone. Testosterone directs the development of male genitalia and internal structure in the fetal life. Question number 71. The main glucocorticoid in human is. Correct option is option B. Cortisol. Cortisol regulates glucose metabolism, suppresses inflammation and aids in stress response. Question number 72. What stimulates the secretion of insulin? Correct option is option B. High blood glucose. Elevated blood sugar triggers beta cells of pancreas to release insulin. Question number 73. The function of calcitonin is to. Correct option is option B. Lower blood calcium. Calcitonin inhibits osteoclast activity, reducing calcium level in blood. Question number 74. Which of the following hormones is not secreted by the anterior pituitary? The correct option is option C. ADH. ADH is synthesized by the hypothalamus and released from the posterior pituitary. Question number 75. Which hormone regulates blood osmolarity? The correct option is option B. ADH. ADH controls water reabsorption, maintaining plasma osmolarity. Question number 76. Gland that secrete T3 and T4 hormones. The correct option is option C. Thyroid gland. Thyroid gland secretes triiodothyronine as the T3 and thyroxine as the T4. Both regulate metabolism. Question number 77. Hypersecretion of cortisol causes. The correct option is option B. Cushing's syndromes. Cushing's results from prolonged high cortisol. Feature include central obesity and hyperglycemia. Question number 78. Which hormone stimulates the release of milk from mammary glands? The correct option is option C. Oxytocin. Oxytocin causes myothelial cells contraction to eject milk. Question number 79. FSH in males act on. The correct option is option B. Sertoli cells. FSH targets Sertoli cells to support spermatogenesis. Question number 80. Which gland atrophies after puberty? Correct option is option B. Thymus. The thymus is involved in immune development and regress after adolescence. Question number 81. The hormone that promotes reabsorption of water in kidney is. Correct option is option A. ADH. ADH increases water reabsorption in the collecting ducts, concentrating urine. Question number 82. What triggers the release of ACTH? Correct option is option B. CRH, either that corticotropin releasing hormone. CRH from the hypothalamus stimulates ACTH release from the anterior pituitary. Question number 83. A hormone secreted by the adrenal medulla. Correct option is option C. Epinephrine. Epinephrine and that adrenaline is secreted from the adrenal medulla during stress. Question number 84. Which hormone helps in maintaining pregnancy? Correct option is option C. Progesterone. Progesterone maintains the uterine lining from embryo, implantation and pregnancy. Question number 85. The melatonin hormones is involved in. Correct option is option C. Sleep cycle. Melatonin from the pineal gland regulates circadian rhythm in induced sleep. Question number 86. Target organ of TSH is. Correct option is option C. Thyroid. TSH, either the thyroid stimulating hormone, stimulates the thyroid gland to release T3 and T4. Question number 87. Which hormone stimulates maturation of ovarian follicles? The correct option is option B. FSH. FSH stimulates growth of ovarian follicle in the follicular phase of the menstrual cycle. Question number 88. The hormone that regulates potassium balance is. Correct option is option C. Aldosterone. Aldosterone promotes sodium reabsorption and potassium excretion in the kidney. Question number 89. Gigantism is caused by. The correct option is option B. Hypersecretion of growth hormone before puberty. Excess growth hormone in children cause abnormal growth of bones, either gigantism. Question number 90. Hormone regulating the volume and osmotic pressure of body fluids. Correct option is option C. ADH. ADH regulates body fluid osmolarity by controlling water reabsorption. Question number 91. Which of the following is not a function of the hypothalamus? Correct option is option D. Secreting insulin. Insulin is secreted by the pancreas, not the hypothalamus. Question number 92. Which hormone increase blood calcium level? The correct option is option C. PTH, either parathyroid hormone. PTH increase calcium by stimulating bone reabsorption and kidney reabsorption. Question number 93. Which of the following is a gonadotropin? Correct option is option C. Follicle stimulating hormone. Follicle stimulating hormone is a gonadotropin of affecting gonads, ovaries, testes. Question number 94. Diabetes insipidus is caused by deficiency of. Correct option is option C. ADH. Low ADH leads to excessive urination and dilute urine in diabetes insipidus. Question number 95. The endocrine gland responsible for metabolic rate control is. The correct option is option B. Thyroid gland. Thyroxine from thyroid controls cellular metabolism and basal metabolic rate. Question number 96. The hormone secreted in response to dehydration is. The correct option is option C. ADH. Dehydration causes increased ADH released to conserve water. Question number 97. Function of oxytocin in females is to. Correct option is option C. Milk ejection and uterine contraction. Oxytocin is critical during labor and breastfeeding. Question number 98. Which hormone maintains salt balance in the body? Correct option is option C. Aldosterone. Aldosterone maintains electrolyte and fluid balance by conserving sodium. Question number 99. Hormone involved in gluconeogenesis. Correct option is option B. Cortisol. Cortisol stimulates production of glucose from non-carbohydrate source, other gluconeogenesis. Question number 100. Which hormone regulates uterine lining in the menstrual cycle? Correct option is option C. Progesterone. Progesterone stabilizes in peripheral endometrium for implantation during the luteal phase.